What's up you guys, Sydney Morgan here, and today we're going to be doing cheap versus expensive makeup. You're joking, there's literally no way I would pay this much. So how it's going to go down, I'm going to be doing this half of my face in cheap makeup and this half of my face in expensive makeup products. And at the end, we're going to be seeing which product is better and if you can tell a difference. So like every good makeup routine, we're going to start off with some primer. In the more high-end category, we have the Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas Primer. This primer is about $55. So to start off, I'm going to be putting this on this half of my face. Rubbing this on my fingertips, and then I am just going to apply that to the skin. I always use my fingers for primer. And I love this primer, you guys. It's just silky smooth, glides on the skin, is tacky but not sticky. Everything you look for in a great primer. Other than the price is a little high for those of us that don't want to be putting out $55 for a primer. And then in the more affordable category, we are going to be using the NYX Cosmetics Pore Filler Primer. And this primer is $15. I've actually never used this one. So, Please tell me you guys saw that. What just happened? She exploded on me. I feel violated. So we're gonna test it out. I'm gonna put one of the chunks on my cheek right there, just like that, you guys. So once you get it on there, it does blend in pretty easily. It feels really smooth. Not as smooth as the Tatcha, but it did blend very easily. I would say it's also not that tacky though, so I don't know if it would help the foundation stick to the skin like it's supposed to. It just feels like a little grainy or a little sandy. So hopefully that doesn't come through with our foundation. On to the next step. Hopefully that was funny. Now we're going in with some foundation. On the expensive end, we have the Armani Beauty Luminous Silk Foundation from Giorgio Armani. This foundation is $70, so I expect nothing but the best. Let's apply it to the hand, get a feel for what's going on here. So I'm just going to dab that onto the face, and then we will blend it out with a foundation brush. This is a great color match for my skin tone. It's sticking to the base. I'm not seeing any streaking. This foundation definitely covered what I needed it to while also looking natural and glowy, so I'm pretty happy with it. And on our more affordable side, we're going to be using the Skinfinite Hydrating Foundation from SheGlam. This almost feels thicker than the Armani Beauty foundation. So I'm just going to apply it the same way I did the other one. Just kind of dot that on. We'll start there, blending it out with the exact same brush. I would say this one is definitely more coverage. And for reference, this foundation is $9. I would say it's blending out pretty easily. I'm not having to work any harder than I did on the first side. We're definitely showing more texture on this side than our expensive side. I don't know if it's a combination between the primer and the foundation. It's just looking a little more rough up close. But from far away, I'd say you can't tell a difference. I would chuck it at the wall, but these are made of glass and that would be a lot of cleanup for me. So let's just pretend. The next step in our makeup routine is concealer. We have to pretend like we get more than 5 hours of sleep per night. So on our expensive side, we're going back in with Armani Beauty again, and this concealer goes for $38. And I'm not gonna lie, I do use this concealer basically every time I do my makeup. It's just been one of my favorites recently. So we're just gonna take some of that and apply some under the eye. I'll do some on the nose, maybe a little on the forehead, giving you that coverage that you need. Like everything on my chin just disappeared. On our more affordable side, we're gonna be going in with the Neutrogena Radiant Cream Concealer. And this concealer is $11. And now we blend. I would say this concealer feels a little stickier and a little heavier, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it's just an observation. It's blending into the foundation nicely. Now we got both concealers blended in. So far, I'm not seeing a whole lot of difference between the two sides, but let me know what you guys think. Next up of our makeup routine is bronzer. Hopefully those didn't shatter. So we're doing our contour, our bronzer. We're gonna add some depth, some warmth, some dimension back into the face because we're definitely looking washed out. On the expensive side, we're going in with the one and only Fenty Beauty Contour Stick in Mocha. This was very viral on TikTok. I like it a lot. I went through a phase of using this a ton. Haven't used it recently though. So I am just going to apply that under our cheekbone. It's kind of hard to put on. It kind of feels like chalk. Almost. But it could be because I didn't warm it up. It goes on a lot easier if you like scribble it on your hand a little bit, and then it should melt in better. Do a little bit on my nose. I don't know how to half nose contour. I feel like, oh, it's definitely not like that. It's still kind of hard to put it on. So now I'm just gonna try to blend that out. I would say there's a lot of payoff. It's very pigmented. We're getting that color we wanted. It's kind of hard to blend in, I would say, as well. I'm really having to like punch myself in the face here. Whew, my bicep is burning. I'm getting my workout in. Okay, we got that all blended in. I mean, it ended up looking great. It looks super natural. It brought those shadows back in like we wanted. But for $36, I don't know. I feel like I would expect a little more. But it did end up looking great, so let's test it out against the dupe. On our more affordable end, we're going in with the NYX Cosmetics dual-ended face shaping stick. So one end looks like a little highlighter and the other end is the contour. It looks almost identical to the Fenty one. I am just going to do the same thing. This one feels a lot creamier to me and it's going on a lot easier. So I would also assume that this will blend to my base a bit better. It's also a little smaller and a little pointy, so I feel like I can get precise lines better. It's definitely easier to nose contour with this. And this one is 14 bucks, but keep in mind it is a highlighter as well as a contour stick as well. So would we say the contour is 7 bucks? I don't know. It's up to you. Gonna blend that in with the same brush. I would say that's blending easier. I think the shade in this one is a little warmer, so we're a little orangier. So this one's giving us more bronzer, I would say, than contour. Still, in my opinion, not a huge, massive difference. Next up of our beauty routine is blush. On our expensive side, we are using the Charlotte Tilbury blush in the shade Peachgasm. Okay. This blush is about $40 and it was mega viral on the internet because of lots of celebrities using it in their beauty routines. I want to say like Kendall Jenner used it, Gigi Hadid maybe, Madison Beer I know uses it. So everybody wanted one, they were sold out for a long time, so we're gonna use it. So we're just going to dot this onto our cheekbone. I really like how shimmery it is. I would say it's not very pigmented though, but I know that's not the goal. It's supposed to look natural. So we're just going to buff that out. Ugh, I love it. It looks so pretty and so glowy and natural. It's just giving like, oh, I drink like 64 ounces of water a day, like I put on my skincare routine 14 times per hour. I'm a big fan, it's nice. It is expensive, but I like it. I can see why it's sold out. On the affordable side, we're going in with the SheGlam Color Bloom Liquid Blush. And this blush is literally only $4, so let's look at it. The packaging is cute, I would say. And we have a little spongy applicator on this end. I think this color is like close to this one, that's why I picked it, but let's see. So we just dab that on. Yeah, I would say that's pretty close. Definitely is more matte than the Charlotte Tilbury. I would say it's not blending as naturally as I'd like it to. All right, both are blended in. Here's our SheGlam. Here's our Charlotte Tilbury. I would say now I'm seeing a little bit of a difference. The shade's almost identical, but this one just has a bit more lift to it with that extra shine. But this blush is cute also, and for $4, pretty good. Pretty freaking good, I would say. 40 bucks for this? Trash, we don't need her. Just kidding, I love you so much, please come back. Now I'm pretty happy with what's going on here. We gotta lock her in place, and to do that, we're gonna have to dip into some powder. We're gonna be going in with the Armani Beauty powder on our expensive side. Luminous Silk Glow Fusion Powder. This Armani Beauty powder is $64. That's a lot of dollars. That's about $5 short of $69. I have never used this powder before, so let's see what we're looking like. We definitely need to powder the under eyes. I definitely used to powder all over my entire face and just look super crazy. But now really the main areas I get are under eyes, forehead, and smile lines. Just basically all the areas where your base could crease. Wow. That powder is really pretty actually. I would say she is luminous and silky. She's true to the name. On our affordable side, we're going to be going in with the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation in a Powder. This was huge on TikTok. I did a video getting it. I had to go, I think, to like 7 different Walmarts before I could find it. It was sold out everywhere because it was going crazy on TikTok. So it comes with a little sponge, so I'm just going to use that. I'm just gonna bend her a little, pack that under the eyes. The main difference now, this one is giving us much more matte and a little flatter, I would say, and this one's giving us more hydrated, glowy natural, which is more popular now, and I feel like looks like this were more popular back in like 2016-ish, when we would go crazy with coverage and powder. Moving on, we're already glowing over here, but not enough, so we're gonna go in with some highlighter. We're gonna be taking the Charlotte Tilbury Glowgasm Beauty Light Wand Easy Highlighter on this side, and she costs 40 bucks. Just going to tap it on the cheekbone, like that. Just gonna use my unicorn brush, tap that into the skin. Okay, perfect. She melted into the skin. She has a beautiful finish. She's snatching us up. 40 bucks is a bit steep though. Moving on to the affordable side, we have our Physicians Formula Mineral Wear Diamond Dust. This one is $12. Using my brush, I'm just going to apply that to the skin. We definitely need to bring some life to this side. It's not as pigmented as I would have hoped after hearing Diamond Dust. Please. This one's a clear victor to the Charlotte Tilbury. I don't know, I mean for $12, it's not bad, but they had my hopes so high after hearing the name. I just recently moved, you guys, so I'm in a new studio and I just started decorating it, and it's super cute in here. So if you want to see what it looks like, comment down below, let me know. While I did move, I want my eyebrows to stay in place, so we're gonna be going in with some eyebrow gel. I'm using the Kosas Air Brow on the expensive side, and this brow gel is $24. Just brushing those hairs up in place. I really like the applicator here, and the gel feels almost a little waxy, which I like. It feels pretty strong, like after I put this on and it dries, they're not gonna move for the rest of the day. Wow, yeah, no, I'm really happy with that. On this side, we're gonna be using NYX Cosmetics The Brow Glue. This applicator is a bit smaller than the other one, but this one is only $7. I'm just applying that the same way. This one definitely feels a little bit stickier, but I'm sure it will dry the same. It definitely feels like glue, and I would say it's a little bit harder to work with because it is so sticky. We're getting there, you guys. So now for one of the most fun parts of the makeup routine, we're gonna do some eyeshadow. This category is one of our most drastic price range differences. So our expensive palette is from Pat McGrath Labs, and this palette is $80. And on our affordable side, we're gonna be using the Lottie London 9-piece eyeshadow palette, and this one is only $8. So I'm thinking we're gonna create a brown smoky eye with a little shimmer on the lid. Expensive side first. And unfortunately, you guys, when I did receive this palette, there was a shade Shattered, which is really, really disappointing. I was so sad. Applying my crease color, super, super pigmented. Wow. Taking a darker brown to build out that outer corner. And there's a lot of beautiful shimmers in this palette, so I'm going to take this one and apply it to the lid. Now hopping on over to the other side using our $8 Lottie London palette. Now trying to make them as symmetrical as possible. I'm laying down our crease shade. This eyeshadow, I would say, is definitely less blendable than our other side, and also more matte. This one, I feel like, just melted into our skin and is really shimmery, really pretty. And this one is just a bit more matte, I would say. Trying to make the other side as even as possible. I'm really having trouble getting this one, just getting the depth in there that I want on this one. Our darker shadows, I just feel like they're not as pigmented as I would like them to be. Adding our shimmer to the lid. Oh. Okay. We're gonna need a little more. I'm like digging my finger into the pan. I'm also noticing a lot more fallout on our more affordable side. This is both eyeshadows all complete. I'm a big fan of the Pat McGrath Labs palette. It really melted into the skin. All the colors had beautiful payout, super natural looking, very glowy. The shimmers are beautiful. This side, honestly, not too bad. It blended out pretty well. I just wish the darker shades were a little bit more pigmented, and if we had a little more pizzazz in the shimmer, would be great. This is where we're starting to look different. We're almost done. Next in our routine is liquid liner. On this side, we're going in with the Benefit Roller Liner Eyeliner. Super pointy at the end. She looks like she could, oh, stab my eye out. We're gonna do a little wing action. Oh, wow. I like that it's so long. I feel like it's easier to make a straight line. Oh wow, it's pretty good. Wow, no, this Benefit liner is awesome. That took me literally 10 seconds. Super crispy, super black. Love the felt tip on the end. I like how long it is, but also how tapered and precise it is. It made it super easy. Maybe I'll have to start using this one. Slay. For reference, this Benefit eyeliner is $22. On our affordable side, we're going in with the NYX Cosmetics Epic Ink Liner. I use this one all the time, literally every day. And our NYX eyeliner is $8. Now just doing the same thing on this side. Creating that wing. That was also very... Focus on me, hello? What the f? This side was also very quick. I would say they look identical. I would say the Benefit applicator was a bit easier to work with. Made it even almost immediately. The NYX Cosmetics one was slightly harder to work with. I feel like you had more movement and motion in it, but it ended up looking the same, and for the price, I don't know. I think the NYX Epic Ink is a great bang for your buck price-wise. Mascara. On our expensive side, we're using Lancome Lash Idol. These high-end products have such fancy schmancy names. And this one is $27. I like the little curvature on the applicator. She really lifts our lashes. All right, we're all mascaraed up on that side. I feel like mascara is hard to mess up. Like, formula and like applicator wise. Maybe I'm wrong. And on this side, we're using our Neutrogena Healthy Volume Mascara, and this mascara is $9. I'm definitely like, all right, I'm waiting. Oh, there she is. Now, I definitely worked a little harder to build up the Neutrogena mascara compared to the Lancome. And I also just think the curved applicator is a bit better for my lashes. Now, for the lips. Doing half and half lips is going to be interesting. So on this half, we're using Dior in Dior Addict. And this lipstick is $42. That's a lot of dollars. Super buttery, very, very easy to put on. It just glides. And that's half of our lips completed. $42 for a red lipstick though is a lot, because like, does that come up a lot? If you're not wearing red lipstick every day, I don't think I could justify it. Even though I did in fact buy it. On our other side, we're using the NYX Cosmetics Smooth Whip. Just applying that to our other side. The formula is definitely heavier than the Dior, and this lipstick is in fact matte, so its finish is a bit different. Wow, I didn't make that even almost at all. That's close enough. Neither are a bad option. I would say the Dior looks a bit more natural, but the NYX Cosmetics one is more bold. But for the price difference, like, that's a lot. That's a lot more money. And I'm gonna do a kiss test on my hand. So the Dior lipstick does not dry, so it will come off and transfer. The NYX one does in fact dry. We did have a little transfer because I'm impatient, but I would say if you let it dry, it shouldn't transfer. And finally, you guys, we have come to the end of our makeup routine, but we have to seal the deal. We gotta lock it in, which brings us to our setting spray. Now, this price difference is massive. We got this one for $50 and this one for $5. We're gonna start with our Caudalie Paris Beauty Elixir, smoothing, glowing complexion, all skin types. It smells really good, you guys. Wow. It's almost like a little minty, it smells like. So I'm gonna hold this up to block half of my face. And then my homie Pat McGrath here is just gonna dry her out. I can like feel it. It feels almost like cooling on the skin. Now our other side, our NYX Cosmetics Plump Finish with Electrolyte Setting Spray. We're gonna use this on the other side. It smells fresh, but not very potent, which like, is that important in a setting spray? Not even at all, I would say. So, holding this up. Oh, wow. The stream on this one is definitely heavy. You gotta hold her further away than I did. She hit me at the speed of light. Wow. But that really like brought some life back into our face. She's like glowing, she's super hydrated. I live. Really good. I mean, you guys, it's a setting spray. Are you 50 bucks versus 5? I don't think it could possibly make $45 worth of a difference to me. I mean, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. You guys, so this half of our face was around $600 total, while our more affordable side was only $100. Can you guys tell $500 worth of a difference? Comment down below and let me know. I mean, I would say to me, it is not $500 worth of a difference. Like, comment, share, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and until next time, bye guys!